Hello and welcome. Now, COVID-19 protocols restrictions has again affected the usual surge in sales for businesses during this season of Easter. Event centers that often cash in on the celebration have had their hopes dashed. Now, this is due to government and security agencies resolving to strictly enforce COVID-19 protocols. So the usual activities that often land in some good revenue for businesses may not happen this time around. Well, here in Accra, police have been stationed across all beaches to drive off revelers. This is all to ensure that the holiday does not inch up COVID-19 cases. Well, let's now cross over to one of such beaches, Bojo Beach, where my colleague Maxwell Agbagba joins us live for some updates. So, Maxwell, you've been there the entire day. I could see an empty beach behind you. What are you gathering?
Yeah. Well, Charles, as you rightly mentioned, it is an empty beach. Bojo Beach is one of the busiest places, especially on holidays. You have a lot of revelers trooping here to have fun at this beach, but that is not happening here today. The only people allowed access to the beach, as you can see, some fishermen who are pulling their net just some distance from here. Just some minutes ago, a truck full of soldiers just left this place, but still stationed here though, and still maintaining a presence here. Our personnel drawn from the formed police unit in Accra, who are stationed right at the entrance of the Bojo Beach. The armed police officers are not allowing people in here. If you don't have a good reason, maybe you are using the hotel here or maybe the restaurant here, you'll not be given access at all. I've seen families who showed up here in swimsuit but asked to go home because of the strict enforcement of the COVID-19 protocols. I've also seen some personnel from the National Security also policing this place here at Bojo Beach. Even as I speak to you, just about 100 meters away from where I'm standing, about 3 police officers, females, are standing here ensuring that nobody gets access to the beach behind me. But like you rightly mentioned, this is having a toll and suffocating the businesses dotted along the coastlines here at Kokrobite. And the Bojo Beach is heavily affected. I have with me here the general manager for Bojo Beach, Alan Muzenda, and he's going to tell us more about this. Alan, you're welcome to join us.
Thank you.
Tell us, on a normal day, when you're celebrating a day like this, holiday like this, what does the Bojo Beach look like?
All right. On a normal day, per se, I'll start with the figures. We have approximately 1,000 to 1,500 people who join us celebrating, okay? Right. So this place being spanned in 3 locations. We have the beach itself, we have the mainland, we have the hotel. The beach has its own restaurant, right? The mainland has its own restaurant, then the hotel got a number of restaurants, in which, if all this was in full use, today was going to be a big day for us all spanning through the Easter holiday. Yes.
So tell me, how is this affecting you? I've seen quite a number of people, coming in here but not given access to this place. The only people given access are those staying at the hotel. In fact, the beach itself is completely empty. The only people there are the fishermen. And we've seen soldiers coming in and going out. How is this affecting the business? And how is it impacting on how you run this place?
Okay, truly speaking, this has impacted negatively on the business quite much. Right. Our first take on the basis of tax paying, we pay tax, okay? And all the revenue streams we have, there's always a government contribution to that. So with all this, we have lost revenue, we have lost customers, and as well, the government on its own, they have lost even tax, right? If they'd allowed us to open, right? Enforcing strict COVID protocols, right? Whereby we do social distancing, we had planned to give free masks. We had specific numbers of people who could come through, that we should not overlap the number that we deemed necessary or that we deemed good to curb COVID spread. So with that, our business has been drawn down so much. Number 2, we have a socio-economic responsibility, whereby we have employees whom we employed, quite a large number of employees, right? Now it's quiet. There is nothing. All those employees for the next coming period, they'll be redundant and unneeded. right? Those people have also families to support. They have dependents and all that. All those people are going to suffer, all because of this, right? So we're not going to get anything out of it. So, yeah, it's drastic. And considering that most of the clients, customers have been turned away, if it was well communicated, okay, the beach we've closed. We got no problem with that. We closed the beach according to the government regulation, okay? But they should allow us only to open the mainland. There's a restaurant right here, okay? The hotel as well. There's a restaurant over there. Even if people don't come for accommodation, but the restaurant itself, the mainland itself, the beach we've closed. We didn't deny that. We did. So they should be probably prior assessment as to as we close, which other things which might remain open and all that. But as we stand, right now the police by the main gate, they are shunning everybody away. There is nobody coming in, so there's no business we can be doing. Yeah.
But how can we balance this? Because we are also looking at how we can keep a healthy population even after the celebration of Easter, because our cases actually peaked after the Xmas festivities, and with the benefit of hindsight, government said, look, we need to strictly enforce this, restrictions. So how do you think we can properly balance this? Do you think you are in a position to ensure that patrons respect the COVID-19 protocols? Because, at a beach, for instance, I don't think that's possible, is it?
Okay, fine, that's all right. I believe that we are able to contain that, all right? With the assistance of the military or the police and all that, right? If we are to bring in people, we set specific figures or specific numbers and rules and regulations by which, if people want to enjoy the beach, right, there's certain distance they should keep on and all that. They should encroach in some other space and all that. Everybody to put on a mask, all these kind of things. And there should be prior assessment if the facility has space enough to contain quite a large number of people. Look at our beach. It spans from that end to that end as compared to other beaches. We have space over here, all being not used, okay? We have space by the water. It's all vast, right? So as of Bojo Beach, I understand that we should be an exception, kind of, because we have all the space. Whatever we want to implement in terms of social distancing and all that, we are able to do that. We can do that. We
Finally, what feedback have you been getting from your patrons? Many of them, I saw them living disappointed. What feedback have they been giving you?
Oh yeah, in terms of feedback, okay, we try to liaise with them, right, that whatever that is going on, it's out of our control. But by all means possible, when we are fully back open, we will welcome them.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you very much for talking to us.
You.
Okay. So, Charles, you just heard from the general manager for Bojo Beach, Alan Muzenda, speaking to us, talking about the impact and how these COVID-19, strict enforcement of these COVID-19 protocols are actually suffocating the business here, Charles.
So grateful for that particular update from Bojo Beach. We could feel the pain of the manager, but as you rightly stated, they have no option at this moment because this remains the directive from the seat of government. Many thanks, Maxwell, once again.